we might as well get started. Way late again, of course.
Hey, it wasn't me this time.
What?
I said it wasn't me this time.
It wasn't. Congratulations. I used to. I know. I
Might
actually
have
still
been
have
me.
a video of that, don't I? I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know how to upload. Actually, I do. It would just take me time. Find the congratulations sound clip. Just in your head, play the congratulations clip from the original Evangelion. If you don't know what that is, then
Oh no, I totally know what that is.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's just
Congratulations.
It's priceless. It's priceless.
Yeah,
to me.
I know. I've seen it. There's Horo, surrounded by her children.
I don't think that's Horo.
Who are you calling a whore?
No.
Spice and Wolf.
For one thing, no one here is talking about economics or medieval trade deals.
Yeah.
Therefore, that can't be Horo.
Nobody's trying to cheat the magistrate out of 50 gold or whatever.
Or explain the basics of mercantilistic trade networks.
Yes.
Spice and Wolf is the best anime because it's set up as though it's going to be like some sort of furry romance thing because it's a medieval dude and a wolf lady. But he's a merchant, and then the entire anime is just a basic economics lesson. And he's talking about like the value of money, and economy, and it's the best.
It is the best. I'm sad they haven't made season 3 yet. Why is there a giant?
Two.
Oh yeah, there was a season 2.
Hmm.
Basically the same amount of merchant talk.
All right, good.
That is a giant wyvern-like thing.
Yeah, a bunch of these models are refusing to exist, though. Some of them aren't, though. Oh, that one's... Okay, that was the fat one. I'm just curious, because the one that's by the tower is the one that spooked me. I thought, oh, dragons, that's cool. Let's see how that looks like while I'm just fucking around. But I was too close. Like, it was tiny, so I was like, oh, what's that? Boom, there's a dragon right in your face. Oh, none of these dragons have 2 heads or look like Smaug from the animated Hobbit movies. I mean, the Rankin Bass Hobbit movies, to be more correct. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, where did you guys officially leave off? I'm trying to remember who was on the street headed to go get a document signed.
I think it was
what
me.
you guys were doing. And then
the others were asleep in the tavern, I think, or meditating.
Yeah. Sean is meditating. We should make him. You should change his class to some sort of like mythical leprechaun that just hops in and out whenever it's fucking convenient.
I was gonna change him to Mixoplex.
Call him Dixelplex. Okay. Sorry, I'm still beat from days and days and days of not sleeping properly. Okay.
Sleep is for the weak.
It is for the exceptionally
Why is there a
weak.
devil on the table?
Is there a devil on the table?
There's a dretch anyway.
Okay,
It doesn't belong here.
I don't know what the fuck a dretch is. Maybe I just saw it and thought he looked cute. Let me see.
It's a baby devil.
Yeah, it looks like a...
Oh, that's adorable. That's supposed to be a baby?
I know, right?
Are they...
Well, not actually.
Okay, that'd be kind of cute if it was, like, waist high.
It looks like
kind of terrifying.
Ogre
human height.
/ zombie.
A little less cute. And then
they're a bit smaller than humans. They're basically baby devils. If they're lucky, they grow up to be big, scary devils. But for now, they're sub-sapient. They're pretty gross. It is kind of cute, though.
There has to be some sort of modded class to play one of them. I'm gonna do it.
They're non-sapient, so no.
What? No. Well, you can play fucking gnolls.
Gnolls are sapient.
They live for 25 years.
Yeah.
They live for 25 years. They're dogs that outlive them. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how old a dog can get.
Some of them can get to like 25 years.
Okay. So, shit. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll start 3, 2, action, and we're gonna be recording live nowish. Okay, that's when we start at the snap. If I hear the snap,
Okay.
I probably won't, and we'll just accidentally include everything beforehand. As
I
long
apologize.
as I remember to censor the last video at a certain point when somebody went too far. Okay. Anyway,
or not far enough.
As you can see by our accurate recreation of the town, this little imp, which represents a full-grown human, and Dragon Man, are walking around in the town. In the last episode, they fought some evil, twisted wolf beasts out in the wilderness, and found the bodies of the people they were looking for. They found the corpses of those who the party came seeking, the bandits. I don't even remember their names. I'm not going to repeat them just because no need. They were bandits. Once a bandit, always a bandit. They got and they're getting a document signed, I believe by the magistrate was what they were going to do. Go to the magistrate, get a document signed to prove that they did this, and then they get the full reward, because Liam Cord needs the head of 1 or 2 of the bandits to prove it. All they would need is to show that they killed him, and, wanted posters around the town and whatnot. So, yeah. We left off with Val Kilmer, the Dragon Kin, and Liam, the bounty hunter, human bounty hunter, who is not who Mike Robb is, by the way. He's just an NPC. Making their way to the magistrate to sort of get this document signed up. We'll abbreviate that whole encounter because it's just walking in and getting everything signed off. Go into an good old fashioned courthouse. Have you seen what's the one movie on the Salem witch trials? I know there's more than one now because it's a cruel thing to do. There was an older one. And a lot of it took place in sort of an open courtroom, and it had like sort of a dais, I want to say. Maybe I'm thinking of a different movie. A dais? I'm trying to say. I never actually had to say the word out loud. Damn it. Above, where people could sit and watch because the room was too small for like all the people that were trying to fit in it. But yeah, it's basically like that. It's a basic square courthouse. In sort of an antechamber in front of this courthouse. There's a little office. You go in there, the dude who keeps the courthouse and writes up the records signs off a document for you, and you're done with that. Okay. So everyone goes to bed. Alright. Hope I'm not missing anything important that I was planning. Like, I remembered where I left off. I didn't remember why I left you there, though. Okay. So y'all return to your beds to get your sleepies. All right. Then sometime early in the morning hours, you are awakened by a great and significant ruckus. A bell rings somewhere, and sound of people sort of running down the street and waking up in the inn around you, and general chaos sounds, general freaked out villager sounds, These normies freaking out.
I snap out of my trance, armor myself, and move outside.
I lean out the window and I say, "Hey, now, what's that sound?" Everybody, look what's going down.
All right. Sean and Liam Cord remain asleep from their injuries. Actually, I don't think Sean was injured, so I think he just stays asleep. Like
She was not. Yeah. I spend a precious few minutes trying to wake Illyria from her trance, but something has gone terribly wrong. I assume it's because drow are the worst.
I thought she was crazy and like convulsing on the floor.
That's not injury.
I don't know, mind injury.
Well, you don't heal from those, so it doesn't matter.
That was a strangely dark thing to say.
It's true though.
Alright, let me just grab the people who fucking matter and move them. Alright, you move out into streets. You see people, you see a group of armed people, villagers, looks like, just villagers armed with spears and shit, making their way down the main street to the gateway. And just sort of...
Making their way downtown?
More. Yeah.
Quiet, you.
Alright, that's
Are they talking? Are they ruckusing? Is there
They're
any...
a little ways away, and I guess you can hear them. They're not saying anything that means anything. They don't know what's going on either. Is the general consensus.
Okay, so they're not like mobbing to kick us out of town or anything like.
Yeah, these people these people are not the town guard. They're the town militia. Town guard is like a handful of people who just sort of, they're either at the gate, like the one fat dude you met, or they're just like hanging around the barracks. These people are just, you know, they went and they got spears from the spear stockpile and are headed toward the gate. Like you saw them keeping shops, sweeping floors, and
gotcha.
Generic surf shit before.
I approach several of them and ask what's happening.
Easy. I know how to talk to these guys.
Oh Lord. I prepared
They look at you funny after you say that and say, "They rang the bell. We gotta go." So they go. It is clear that they do not know what's going on. Though it's possible that some of them now consider that there's a potential crazed dragonborn threat in the town. Though none of them seem to actually want to fight you there. So they make their way out. You're now standing in the main street. A couple of the shopkeepers that are either too old or not willing to go into the fight, including a certain infamous gnome, are just sort of like hanging out the windows and doorways like, "Oh man, what's going on, man? Maybe I should go get a spear and help."
They rang the bell, as in like the hue and cry has been set up? What does that mean? Is that something that I know what it means?
The bell is still the bell's still going on. You would assume it was some sort of alarm. You know, just someone, you know, went into the church or wherever the bell is. I don't know where it is. I didn't give it a place in the town, and started ringing it.
Okay, yeah, I follow along with the mob.
Get that well out of here. That's not even a bell.
No, I was just saying, like, wouldn't it be in the church tower? You know, the thing that has a bell tower in it.
Maybe it is, but I don't worship the gods of the D&D world. Maybe they fucking hate bells. Okay. So, what did you say, Microb? You make your way out?
I follow along with the mob.
All right.
If there's an emergency, then maybe I can help.
There's a bell tower.
By the way, did that count as a long rest? The sleep we did get?
Yes, it did. You went from late in the evening till early in the morning. You know, basically the sun is just starting to crest the hills. Originally, I was going to have it be in the middle of the night, then I realized that there was a mechanical issue with that. So we'll just go with, yeah, you've got the sleepy duty. So you go out, and most of the militia gathered are still in the little square space of the gateway, sort of. A couple of them are outside. Most of the town guard are standing outside of the gate. Outside there is a large steel-looking carriage of some sort, and a handful of large people with a smallish robed gentleman shouting strange shit.
Strange shit, like what? Are we talking gibbering horrors from beyond the veil of time strange, or like drunk village lunatic strange?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell because he's a little bit too excited about it. It's a little hard to tell. He's a little excited about it. But he keeps on saying something about heroes chosen by destiny, and send forth your great warriors, your tested heroes, that type of thing.
Okay, village drunk, strange. I stand like to the back of the crowd, kind of I'm not really interested anymore, but I'm going to keep an eye on it just in case something bad happens.
Alright. As time goes on and he kind of winds down a little bit, his challenge becomes clear. Sorry, I had a voice ready and then I got a clog in my throat. Yeah. I didn't even start talking yet and I'm already choking on my fucking words.
I offer the village drunk a throat lozenge.
It's very polite of you. He politely refuses.
I insist. Not actually, go on.
Send forth your best and brightest. I would test them as heroes. A great treasure lies within the wilderness beyond. Me and my party seek it. But in order to make it... But the journey entails great peril. And to meet great peril requires great heroes. Many have tried and failed my impeccable tests. But perhaps your village has some among you with the stuff of legend.
What's the population of this village? Are we talking like hundreds, thousands, dozens?
I assume it's like dozens and 100 or something.
I'd say like a couple hundred all around.
Okay.
This village is not nearly big enough for 100.
Okay, that is not. This is like not an accurate representation of the size of this fucking village. A whole lot of people don't live in the walled part of the town, and they live in the fucking farms that you walk through for a fucking year and a half to get here.
Oh yeah,
they stack them like cordwood in the church tower, just one on top of the other.
I forgot about all the quote-unquote not slaves.
They aren't slaves, jackass.
Technically.
Potato.
Yeah.
People leave their homes to fucking work.
They're unfree labor.
Yeah. So did all the people we brought over here from Africa.
How are the villagers taking
the... You said that. Thanks a lot.
How are the villagers taking the ramblings of the drunk man?
Okay. The people in the gate area who are sort of hanging back seem a little nervous. The guards are a little bit confused. And they stay that way. Basically, they're just sort of like what is this? You know, they don't fully understand what's going on. Upon further inspection, you realize the reason they might be concerned is because this guy's party is a band of large, gruff-looking orcs. or half orcs rather. You know, a couple of them got that shirt off, lots of tattoos deal going on. You know, one of them's got like a nasty hook-looking scar on his face. You know, typical awesome orc shit that orcs got going on. Or half orcs rather. They're half orcs, not orcs. Damn it. Why is it so hard?
Steam
group
P2P
with you-
session failed.
The group. What? I just got a long list of
I think
not something's happening.
I think Dad Frank just dropped out. I think is
Yeah.
he in the chat? Oh no, he's still in the chat at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I got like
Okay.
5,000. I have like 5,404 not found errors. It's weird.
And Dad Frank dropped out of the
Yeah, it's like the
tabletop.
last one. I was more confused by the long list of red before it.
It helps that we have like 500 models scattered around this table.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I tried to put a bunch of them away. People just couldn't get them the fuck out. And eventually, I just got some. I just got out the dragons for fun. Anyway, all this changes. All this changes when the large metallic carriage starts to shimmy and shake. Basically, it starts to rattle. As though some large creature were within. At this,
This isn't the cannon from Wild Wild West, by the chance, anyway, is it?
I mean, does the cannon from Wild
What?
Wild West reside in a vault-like box that it is big enough to shake?
I mean, you could have scaled it down. I don't know.
I don't even
I'm
know
not-
what the cannon from Wild Wild West is, so...
You don't know? All right, fine.
I don't even know what the Wild Wild West is.
I
The
mean, I
movie.
know what the actual Wild Wild
Okay.
West is.
I
I
know
have an
more about it
idea.
now than I did 10 seconds ago.
All right, here's an orc. Draw orc. Give me.
As the man continues to, or is he still talking, or did he shut up?
He's starting to get toward the end of his rope. Like, he might quit soon, but he's sort of just yelling and shouting still. Like, he's out of wind, but, you know, he's got a little
Okay.
more in him.
I step forward, I step forward out of the crowd a bit, and sir, this is a small village, and it's the middle of the night. Why did you call an emergency for something as trivial as this?
He seems not to pay attention to anything you actually said. Aha! A warrior steps forward. I can tell by the cut of your jib that you're tested in battle. Behold my test! He gestures, and one of the
Sir,
confused half-orcs pulls a lever and opens the hatch on the back of the metallic carriage. From within rushes a huge, lumbering, moose-like beast. But this is no moose, for it is too large, and it's got, like, horns on like, its jowls, like, on its, like, chin, it's got some horns, based on the picture I saw. But yeah, its eyes glow with eldritch fury. And it lets out a mighty bellow and begins dancing the dance of its moose-like kind.
What?
Like, it starts, like, freaking out a little bit.
Okay, so we've got a possessed dancing moose, a drunk man, some number of half-orcs, some incompetent guards, and a lot of commoners with spears.
Oh no, the guards are booking it at this point. They don't want to fight this thing.
But they're still here, which means we have to protect them for at least a couple rounds until they can get out.
Yeah.
Do I recognize the moose?
No, you don't know him.
Aw.
I mean, he doesn't know him personally, but does he know what it is?
I mean, I'd assume you know what a dire moose is.
What?
A dire moose?
A dire moose.
I draw my sword and shout, "Where did you even find that? They don't here."
I have traveled far in search of those as bold as you. But few have succeeded in the challenge, and even fewer had the stomach. And even fewer had the stomach to follow me these great many leagues.
It's not an epic. This isn't an epic task for a hero. It's a fucking angry animal. You just unleashed it in a town full of people. Are you... How... What? No.
Your loud protests draw the attention of the great moose. As the man with the robe sort of, like, moves himself back and like, gets away from a little playing field, sort of. He snaps his fingers and, like, mutters some strange archaic spell, and a ring of sort of mystic fire encircles you, Val Kilmer. Actually, I'm assuming, Val, did you step forward, or are you just hanging back?
Alright, I guess I'll join him.
I mean, you can hang back if you want. I'm not going to judge you.
I'm never one to back down from a challenge between me and a
Liam's
moose.
not with you. Liam stayed in bed. He doesn't give a shit.
Fuck Liam.
He also has a broken arm, so I don't think he'd want to take this particular fight.
He wouldn't help much. He wouldn't be good for either of those things, actually.
I could still throw him around in a sack.
No, use the drunk man for that.
Oh no, the drunk man is outside of the mystic circle. But you get the feeling that the mystic circle is not a barrier.
Do you have any abilities that could pull him into the circle?
Not particularly.
That's a shame.
Dad Frank, roll an Arcana, would you?
Sure.
Because you're a Sork boy, right?
A what?
A Sork boy. Let me find his Arcana.
18 plus whatever.
Oh, 18 is enough. You get the sense that the barrier around you is not made to keep you in so much as it's meant to keep the moose in.
Okay.
Alright. The moose is locked onto you, sort of toughen its hooves on the ground. It foams sort of an eldritch green froth from its mouth. I know eldritch isn't the right word. Eldritch is like bluish, is it not? Or usually
it's
that's how it's usually depicted.
Not a color.
I'm aware that it's not a color. Sorry.
Okay.
They usually do it blue though. Okay, but it's sort of a glowing, mystical froth at the mouth.
Unless, of course, it's the color out of space, but that's a whole different issue.
It sizzles. It sizzles as it lands in the grass. All right. You guys want to roll initiative real quick while I pull up my actual page for this stupid moose?
Could have sworn there was like a moose-looking thing here.
That's a 2. Technically, it's a 7. I'm still a little bit flabbergasted by this whole experience. Like, what? I don't understand what's happening.
The footnote for the moose on the page that I have up just for its statistics is, "May you never piss one off, for you may regret it." It's the best thing ever. Okay, I've got to quickly roll this thing's health. Just realized I haven't done that. My apologies.
Normally, you don't roll for a monster's health.
Yeah, don't they just have like a set amount? Or is this
Unless
one
you were
also...
like randomly generating it or something?
Am I misunderstanding something? The hit points are, it says the hit points are 10d10 plus 7. 70.
The 70 is the amount. The 10d10 shows how the hit points were calculated. It means that it has 10 hit points and it has 10 d10 hit die. But unless you're making custom monsters yourself, that doesn't actually matter. That's internal stuff.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's a thing I now understand that I didn't understand. Also, the plus 70 isn't the actual... Okay, never mind, don't worry. I just learned something new. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought the 10d10 that's noted the same way that they note your dice for when you roll your health and shit was like their health. I don't know why I assumed that. I don't know why. I don't know why. I wouldn't have known that if you hadn't told me. I read the books. Does it say anything about that shit? Does it explain it? Okay, maybe it does. I'm pretty dumb. Find any mooses, Dad Frank, or are we just gonna live without a moose?
I got a unicorn for you.
You could type moose into the search, or elk, or deer, or some shit. I mean, a unicorn might do. Or pretend you're fighting a giant unicorn. There you go. Inflate it, please. Slave, do my bidding. Okay. So, Mike rolled his initiative. Dad Frank, roll yours, please.
I did.
You
It's
did.
18.
Okay, so you go first, correct, Dad Frank?
I guess so. That's what that means, right?
Unless the unicorn had higher initiative.
Oh, let me find that shit out. Today is not your lucky day, Dad Frank.
Oh, why?
Alright, because he rolled like 1 point higher than you.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking moose.
Okay. The frothing moose rages and rushes you. Well, let me
Alright,
read the correct description for what the charge does, and then I'll roll for it. It's coming at you hot and heavy. Mom's palms are sweaty, mom's spaghetti.
I don't even like spaghetti.
Alright. And it's just to make sure I'm understanding what I'm reading correctly. When it says
Yes.
+9 to hit when he does this attack, that means he gets +9, right?
Yes.
On this roll. Okay. Even though that's a little bit of a steep sell. Alright. What's your armor rating, Dad Frank?
I put it down. I think it's like
It's on your character sheet.
15.
Yes.
Okay, well this said 14 before I picked it up and set it down. I want to say 14 and, like 6. You said it was 16, your armor rating?
15.
15. Okay, you live.
I like the implication there that if it had hit, he would have just died outright.
Yeah,
Like,
immediate-
no,
Alright.
there's no damage. You just die.
The moose doesn't get the momentum it needs when it rushes you. It impacts you and pushes you back several feet as you grab its mighty horns with your great, fat, mitt-like hands.
Fat?
I'm trying to turn the unicorn, but every time I do, it just...
It only
faces
will be
butt
one
to
way.
you.
It'll
Okay,
only be
whatever.
one way.
It twerks on you. He twerks
Fine.
on you. It wasn't a charge. I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. It was a twerk. The dreaded dire mood.
It was a strafing run.
Yeah. Okay, he pushes you back several feet. There's dirt and mud and mire. And you're now a bit behind where Mike is. So it's like behind you. And some dirt gets on you. It's pretty gross.
Alright. Do I have a hold of the thing? Can I do like a grapple?
You may do a grapple, yes.
Alright, I'm gonna try to grapple the thing.
Alright.
I got 17.
I'm checking its strength stat to make sure I understand.
I'm gonna laugh if I'm stronger.
Okay, you rolled a 17. Let's give it a roll. What is that?
You got a 1.
Did we get a 1?
Yeah, you did.
That's unfortunate.
You're the worst sorcerer in history.
No, not me.
You are the worst sorcerer in history.
Dude,
I got
he
a
has
17.
I know.
Dude,
That's
the
why
moose
you're
has a
the worst.
huge bonus, but it's not even gonna fucking broach that. It can't scrape that at that point. It's bullshit. Alright, you've grappled it.
Awesome! I'm gonna throw it at the fire ring.
Oh my god.
Again, if the thing is designed to keep the horse, most likely it's gonna hurt it.
Oh my
That
god.
makes the most sense.
Alright.
I mean, yes, but you're still the worst sorcerer.
Alright. You twist it and you sort of half toss it into the freaking ring that's keeping you in. Upon touching it, its flesh sizzles and sears, and it gets hit for like...
That's 1 damage.
1 damage.
That's that. All right, try a bigger number.
No, it's fucking 1.
Yes. If it's supposed to keep it in, that should do more damage.
Keep it in.
Oh my god.
The creature grows enraged, letting out a large, ear-splitting bellow directly into your face. Little bits of scorching spittle land on several places on your body. Not enough to really cause damage, but enough to cause discomfort and create a terrible smell of roasting lizard flesh. Yeah, it yells at you. Roll a Constitution check. Fuck it. It just screamed in your face.
A scream in your face.
It's a moose. I think you've never heard a moose
9
cry.
plus 3, so 12.
All right, you passed the check. You're kind of confused a little. It throws you off a little bit, but not really. Doesn't really deafen you because your lizard ears are immune to loud, obnoxious noises from your years of listening to terrible music. All right,
Okay.
Mike,
Okay.
you're up.
I am going to hit the moose with my sword. Hoppa. That's probably going to hit. 16 plus 7, 23.
Yeah, it should. Hold on. Tell me your secrets.
What?
I'm just checking something. I'm sorry, every time it's like, oh, I just checked it, and I don't exactly remember what the exact number is. I knew this before, because I thought this was going to happen earlier than it did, but I don't remember it as well now. Okay, yeah, you do actually hit it. You hit it.
Okay.
What are your deeps, my boy?
As I do that, I'm going to use a menacing strike, trying to yell at the beast in Elvish and forcing it back into the fire as I go. That is 11 plus 7, 18 damage, and it has to make a will save.
Alright, let me roll that willpower save.
Versus DC 15.
Okay. I swear to God, Moose. Did roll another fucking one.
No, it's a 2.
Okay, even with the outrageous bonus I was gonna give it to its will, that's still not gonna make it, because you did, you said DC 15, right?
Yep.
Fuck. Alright, he gets spooked and he backs back into the stupid, circle.
Specifically, that means that it has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while it can see me, and it can't move closer to me. Until my next turn.
Okay, well, it moves back away from you a little bit, and because it was right by the edge already, it gets zapped for another 2 damage, plus your 11, meaning...
18.
Oh yeah, you did 18, I'm sorry. Okay.
Just remove my dex bonus there, you jerk.
Maybe you deserve it.
I probably do. I mean, I am torturing this poor animal.
Yeah, this poor animal.
I feel sorry for it.
Are we sure it's not a hallucination?
I'm working under the assumption that it is.
Okay.
All right. It hits the barrier with another jolt. Hold on, let me pull up the page I need. As it does this, it sort of shudders, shakes, and it freaks, and it begins to make a retching noise in its throat. Okay, makes a retching noise in its throat. It turns to you, and it turns toward Dad Frank actually, and it retches forth vile vitric acid. Let me roll those 2 d6s. Get out of there, d6. There are too many dice on the table. It doesn't want to give me anymore. You've taken enough of us already. Okay. It retches. That's the sound it makes.
Yeah, it's 7.
You gotta like roll a dodge or something.
Okay, let me see if I can dodge out of the way. I got a 10 plus, what would that be? Dex, maybe? So 12?
It's Dex, my dude. You got 12?
Yeah.
Alright. Hold on, let me quickly make sure, because I don't think that passes. This stupid page has freaking... You do a Constitution too if you just wanted to soak it up. Remember that.
Yeah, Constitution's higher.
Alright.
The worst sorcerer. Oh my god.
I know, that's part of what got me. Like, oh, yeah, he's probably better at rolling all the way.
I got an 18 on the Constitution save. Acid. I spit acid.
Wait, what was the first?
Spit lightning.
What was
the first one?
What was the
The first one
again?
was 10 with plus 2. That was a Dex.
Yeah, either way, you actually live.
Okay, I was about to say the Constitution was 18.
Damn it! I'm so
Plus
pissed
3.
right now. Okay, so yeah, the acid doesn't manage to burn through your skin, though it discolors your garments and armor, and creates the worst smell Mike Robb has ever scented in his life.
That's not true. I fought in a war against gnolls, sir.
Okay.
Thousands of gnolls decomposing. There is no smell worse than that in any plane of existence.
Okay, the moose...
What about a drow?
Steadies and rights itself and prepares itself to continue its fight.
That was directed at our compatriot.
Well, she's not here right now, so...
No.
Yeah, Sean's not here because he's an asshole. Dad Frank, you're up, correct?
I guess. He just, spit acid at my face. Or whatever.
Yep.
Okay, so the quote moose just charged at me, or no? He's just like laying on the ground.
No, he's not charging at you. He just rushed at you, and now he's righted himself, and he's facing you.
Okay. Let me think. I should probably use a spell on him. How about True Strike? I'll use True Strike, a cantrip.
Alright, off the top of my head, I do not remember what True Strike does. So
It's
very little.
This turn, I basically just point my hand at it, and my finger stretches out, and I figure out where's its weak point.
Alright, you point at it and shout its weak point. I don't even know what the weak point on a fucking moose would be.
He doesn't even shout it. It just gives him the ability on his next turn.
It gives you the ability. Okay, that makes complete sense.
I gain advantage on my next attack.
Alright, Mike Robb, you're up.
I hit the moose again.
Yeah, you hit the moose. Oh shit.
That's a natural one.
Okay. You rush at the moose, but slip on some of the. You rush at the moose, but you slip on some of the mucky rut made by Dad Frank in its encounter, and you fall face first into the mud. Your weapon in hand, it doesn't stick you, but it's sort of like as you fall in, like the hilt of it goes into the softy of your stomach, you know, like you sort of just like poke yourself because you fell badly. Just you know, you give yourself a little bit of a bruised rib for like 1 deeps. It's 1 deeps. That's your punishment. Your punishment for failure, Mike Rob, is 1 deeps. Okay.
Am I prone? Am I prone as well?
Don't give him ideas.
You're on your knees. You're not prone. You're on your knees. You can get up in just a sec. You're fine. You're a limber fellow. You're a limber fellow. I'm gonna assume you get back up and stride.
I'm a lady.
Unlike a limber lady. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Unlike poor Val Kilmer here, is just a great big mitten hands teddy bear who fucking grabbed the fucking moose. Okay. All right. So the moose is up, correct?
Yes.
I'm sorry, like for a second I lost the order there. Yeah, there are only 3 things, so I can't fucking keep track of them. Okay, the moose rushes at Dad Frank.
Why is it got hard on for me?
It hits you with
Does it move past me to do that?
Yes.
I'm going to attack of opportunity.
All right, works.
6 plus 7 is 13.
Alright. Do I still roll with disadvantage for this fella?
There is no roll, just compare it to its AC.
Oh yeah, that's right, I'm sorry. What did you get?
13.
13. And I think... 18? Yeah, you hit it. You hit it with
I hit
18.
it?
Yeah.
Cool. 13, not 18.
You said 13? Okay, you don't hit it. You don't hit its ass, dude.
Okay, there we go.
You stumble and miss, nearly being trampled by its great hooves. You kind of roll through, like, oh shit, like, you know, that's what happens when you go from like half prone in the mud to attacking a fucking charging moose. It rushes it at Dad Frank and rears up, because it's only like a little bit away, so you know it's not exactly many feet away. It goes up and it rears its legs in an attempt to deliver a great and mighty stomp. Alright, let me roll for it. Let me figure out how many damage dice I roll real quick. Yeah. It's the same amount of dice. Okay, boom. I don't know why it is. Oh, I need to roll its hit as well. Sorry. But one thing that drives me crazy that everyone else does, and I just did. You fucking kidding me? What's your armor class, Dad Frank?
I think it was 15 last time. Yeah, 15.
Okay, hits you. It hits you for 10 damage.
10? Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. It's actually with 2d6s, my dude.
I don't get the Constitution.
Constitution affects your
health.
health.
Saving fucking throw, dude. This is straight armor class, dude.
Alright, fine.
Hit your ass.
Get good, son.
Actually, yeah, 10 deeps. We'll go with 10 deeps. I think it gets a plus on that, but wait, I mean,
It almost certainly does.
oh yeah, it certainly does. I'm sorry. It does 16 damage to you. Sorry, my brain had a little fart there. I knew it had a plus on it.
Okay,
I'm so used to missing with this stupid fucking moose.
More than half my health points are gone from one egg.
That's what happens when you try and fucking brawl a moose, Dad Frank. Maybe you should have, I don't know, stayed back and cast spells at it.
We're in a fucking circle. I'm gonna jump out of the circle here in a second.
The circle is not a specified size. You could have just fucking moved away from the moose. Or just run out of the circle earlier and cast fucking spell.
Technically, I still don't know that we're capable of moving out of the circle. I'm assuming
Yeah.
this is some sort of gladiator's ring.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Again, I'm the only one that
Right,
knows
yeah,
that.
Hey, Dad Frank, your initiative is up.
Okay, I'm going to move outside the fire ring because I can, and I know
May
that
I
I
make an
can.
interjection?
Yeah.
Unless you want it to get an attack of opportunity on you, you should use a disengage action.
I don't know. Do I do that? Do I know how to do that?
You know how to do it. I recommend
Okay.
doing it. Otherwise, you'll provoke an attack of opportunity, and given that the last attack it made against you almost killed you, that does mean you won't be able to cast a spell or use an attack this turn, but...
Okay. I'm going to disengage and then yell to Aravel, hey, it only keeps the moose in.
Wait, what?
As you cross over the line, you get a strangely erotic tingling and sensation through your entire body, which passes quickly.
Erotic?
Yeah, you're a little turned on by it. You're made, man. Stuff gets you hard. Okay.
Okay.
Mike Rob, you're up.
I'm spluttering at the sorcerer while dodging the moose. Why didn't you say that sooner?
No, I thought the guy wanted us to stay in the center so that we could kill the monster.
Why the bloody devil do you care what he thinks? He's drunk! I disengage and move out of the circle as well.
Okay. You move out of the circle. The moose sort of paces around and eyes you both, wondering what to do next.
I look around for the drunk man and his orcs.
As you lay eyes on the drunk man, he sort of gives you a strange look, and then mutter.
I'm yelling at him. What is wrong with you? Blah, 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 blah. Various anger. I'm lapsing into Elvish as I speak.
He extends his arm and casts a strange spell. Sparkling electricity jumps from his hand and onto the moose. Hold on a second. Let me just roll some quick deeps against this moose. Okay. Scorches the moose a bit for like 7 deeps. The moose is enraged and rushes you, Mike Rob, bursting through the barrier meant to keep it safe, causing... Hold on a second. Yeah.
That's
causing another 4 damage as it bursts through. Mike Rob, it charges you. You wanna... Hold on a second. Okay,
Hello?
I'm trying to see. No, it's just attacking you. I'm trying to make sure there's no special save you can do for it. Alright. I'm gonna roll its attack then. Let's see what happens, man. Hold on. It's doing a straight up charge, it's not a stomp this time. It's a good day to be. Oh, wait, no. Uh-oh, I thought it was a 1. I was gonna say, oh, congratulations. But now you need to roll an egregiously high save.
Hmm?
It's attacking you. It's attacked you, Mike Rob.
Okay. Does it hit?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, you don't roll a save. Why do I keep thinking that? It's fucking armored class. I'm sorry, I've not had a good night's sleep. I know how this works. I swear I'm not a retard who doesn't know how it works.
There is a variant of the game where you roll your AC on each attack, but that's it. To my mind, it just adds a lot of paperwork, so I don't like it.
Okay. Well, what's your armor class again?
18.
18. So you're 18. He's... Dad Frank, what's your armor class? I'm going to try and remember your fucking armor classes now.
15. It's on my page.
You're 18. He just got 16. Alright, you sidestep him. You manage to do like, oh, hey! And he misses you and sort of wheels to face you again, except you can't do that because he's fucking unicorn. He can't face the right way. So his butt's...
I interrupt. I briefly pause in my tirade against the drunk man to turn and point at the moose. That was rude. Don't interrupt me. Back to you. What is wrong with you? This is a town. There's people here. You are keeping people from sleeping. Where is the guard?
He laughs and points. The gate has been closed firmly.
Of course it has. Screw you. Turn back to the moose.
Okay, Val Kilmer, you're up, dude.
Okay.
I am offended.
How far away is the moose?
He's across the circle from you.
How far?
Across the circle?
Yeah.
How far is that?
How far away does it have to be for you to still be able to hit it?
It depends on what I'm gonna use.
All right. 30 feet.
Okay. I'll go with Scorching Ray then.
All right, roll that Scorching Ray. It's the one with a three-pronged flame, right? Or is it a different?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a three rays. And again, yeah, I make a ranged spell attack for each ray. Let me grab 3 die.
Okay, instead of taking it from the bag, maybe try and take some from... Okay, yeah.
No, I got this giant pile over here.
Yeah. I was just saying, because I keep forgetting that I can just take them from this giant mound of dice.
Alright,
Which
I
is
got
a little bigger each turn.
6, 7, and 15.
6, 7, and 15.
And it's 2d6 fire damage each.
Well, let me see.
Alright, that's a 6.
So wait. You're rolling for armor class, right? That's what I was confused about there for just a second. This is a 15.
No.
Is it a 15 with any sort of bonus, or you just...
No, I got a 6, a 7, and a 15. Those are the...
You need to tell him what your attack rolls were, not just what the dice say.
I mean, I got plus to arcane.
Okay.
Do you need a refresher on how spell attack rolls work?
I think I know how it works. I was just checking with him to try and make sure I'm understanding it correctly because he's cast very few spells.
Plus, I guess plus 2 from intelligence. So
I'm double.
each...
You use a spell attack roll is 1d20 plus your relevant ability modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so that would be, what is that? A 9,
Write that down on your character
a
sheet.
10, and an 18.
Wait.
There's 3 rays, three potential hits. So three rolls.
Yeah, you're just confusing me, dude. I thought I understood this a second ago. So you roll your AC dice, right? You roll your DC or whatever they call it, or your attack dice or hit dice.
Yeah.
From your intelligence, correct?
No.
I thought you just said it was
relevant ability modifier. What does a sorcerer cast with?
Charisma. Shit,
yes.
I'm sorry.
Right. Okay.
I'm stupid. I knew that.
There's a reason you have 11 intelligence and 18 charisma.
Okay.
Damn it.
So you're
damn
adding
it,
6
Franklin.
to each of those.
Gotcha. Okay, fine.
Okay, charisma. So you get a +4. So, well, the 1
10,
hits
11,
him.
10, 11, and 19.
Yeah. So you hit him with a 19. That's you rolled 2d6.
You're adding 6 to everything. not 4.
Oh, sorry.
Charisma plus proficiency
6.
bonus.
So that's
okay, cool.
12, 14, and...
That's 13.
So, 13.
12, 13. Yeah, a bunch.
Okay, so you hit him with the 1.
Oh, wait, no.
What?
Whatchamacallit? Alright, so wait. From True Strike, what does gain advantage actually do?
I believe that's worn off by now. Doesn't it only last a turn?
I thought so.
Yeah, no, but it lasts until I cast my first attack roll.
Oh yeah, it's concentration up to 1 round. It's been more than 1 round since you cast that, so it's worn off.
Oh, didn't it? I thought I only casted it last round when I disengaged.
Fuck it, you still get it, because
fine.
otherwise we'll be here all fucking night.
Alright, fine, whatever.
Alright, roll with your advantage or whatever the fuck True Strike gives you.
I don't know what advantage does, like just
okay,
double.
Okay, you don't
or...
get it. What was your roll? 6?
Yes.
6 points? 6 points of damage? Alright, you hit him with 6 points of fire
Set him on
damage.
fire.
The fire swirls and scorches the moose, causing it to cry out in miserable pain. What causes it to cry out even more is that it seems to absorb and seep in the flame that hits it.
That's not a moose.
It's a unicorn.
Doing an additional.
Derek Zoolander, because it can't turn left.
2 damage.
2?
It seeps in the fire, and its mouth begins to froth, not with a sizzling green substance, but with a smoky, smoldering black and red one. Its eyes are now wreathed in an eldritch flame.
It's not a color.
It's still eldritch. I know it's
a
not
valid
a color.
descriptor, though.
I know it's not a color.
Okay.
It's a descriptor. Okay, I'm sorry. And its horns sort of have, like, fire lines in them, like they were lined with coal or something, you know, and it was on fire.
Is it a demon moose or something?
I guess
no, it's a
must
dire
be.
moose. Silly.
The runes carved into its flesh have come to light
runes
and
carved
are now
into its
glowing.
flesh?
From it comes the stench of burning moose. There, you got it. You're up, Mike.
I'm going to hit the moose with my sword.
Alright. Roll that shit.
17.
17. Oh yeah, you hit it.
Okay. I am going to make another menacing attack. How do I want to do this one? I'm just going to ram my sword straight down its throat. That's how we're going to rule this.
You're gonna spookily ram the
Very
sword down its throat?
angry-like. So that's 6 plus 7 is another 13 damage, and it has to make another will save.
Yeah, we roll its will save.
Oh, don't knock over the people.
Aww.
Yeah, probably made that save. Got a 17.
It did.
Yeah.
The DC is 15.
Yeah,
I stuck
so.
my sword in its
I thought it was
throat, but it
13
didn't
off the
care.
top of my head. That's how sad it is. You did 13 damage, right?
13 damage.
Alright. Sorry. Me and my incredible math skills are struggling. Alright. Your sword is now covered with sort of a smoky, smoldery blood as well.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Just letting you know. Okay.
Yep.
So the moose wheels on you, or I guess you were kind of like stood in front of it and stabbed it. But the moose focuses on you, inhales deeply, and lets out a great, impressive breath of flame.
What?
So you can roll a dodge, or you can roll a Constitution save. It's up to you, my dude.
A reflex or dexterity save?
Yeah, dex save. I'm sorry.
Yep. That's a 23. No, that's more than 23. Never mind, it's 23. I lied.
Alright, it misses you. You dodge it real good.
Don't make elves make dex checks. It doesn't end well for you.
Yeah, it misses you, and the flaming substance clings to the ground beside it, creating sort of a wall of fire in one direction. Here, let me illustrate where that flame is. I'll make it red. I'll make it good and red. You like that, Mike Rob? You like that? It's red. There's
Not particularly.
There's some fire right there.
I'm not really a fan, to be honest.
Alright, you're up, Val Kilmer. Val, stop drawing the circle again and, like, do a move, please.
No, I was drawing where it busts through.
Oh, the circle's still there. It just broke through the circle. It didn't shatter the magic. It just went through the circle.
Here. All right. Stop it. All right. It's still kind of far away. I'm gonna use Firebolt on it.
Firebolt. Okay.
Seems to not like my fire.
Oh yeah, it certainly didn't like your fire. Roll the deeps for that. Wait, was there an armor class for that one? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I forgot.
4 plus 6, so 10.
Okay. It sort of like knocks your fireball aside with its horn.
Horns.
Horns. Okay. That's what happens. You don't hit it with that whippy ass throw. So you're up, Mike.
I hit it with my sword, and I'm running out of maneuvers, which is unfortunate. That's 15, so it probably won't matter anyway.
Okay, 15. It sort of, like, also deflects your sword with its horn. I have a text from
Screw
Sean.
you,
Let's
Moose.
see if he wants to join us. Maybe he could come in. Okay, no, I don't. Looks like maybe I don't have a text from Sean. It's from someone else. No, it's from Sean. I'm gonna text him again. Please join us. These noobs suck.
Excuse you.
The anal sphincter. There you go. Okay, the moose lifts its mighty hoofs to hoof you, Mike. Actually, wait, it got spooked, didn't it?
No.
No, it didn't get spooked.
It was frightened. Right. It was frightened of me a while ago, but that wore off a long time ago.
Okay, so it's gonna hoof you. Oh yeah, you're right.
That's
and it resisted the one save. It's gonna hoof you. So let me roll. Actually, I don't. Let me roll the hit. Okay, it hits you. And it hits you for 2d6. Jesus. Okay, it hits you for 14 deeps.
Okay.
Okay.
How is 6 and 2 14?
Because it has a bonus.
6 in its hit.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a nasty thing, man. This is why I was like, oh man, maybe I should lower it to a dire elk. No,
I like that you're.
This has been.
I like that you're
fun.
concerned. I like that you were concerned about how powerful it is. So you're giving it extra abilities. That's a nice touch. You got the double going on there.
Oh no! The initial the initial draft had it armor plated and shit. But its armor rating is already fucking huge. So why make it even worse?
Oh my lord.
So yeah, it gave you a big old stomp. Sort of knocking you
Rude
back.
personal space. Excuse you, Moose.
Hey, Val Kilmer, you're up.
I hear you saying Val, but I don't hear what the rest of it. Sorry, so say
You're
again.
You're up, dude.
All right, sweet.
Sean just texted me and asked what we were playing, by the way.
Oh my god. Is he still in this campaign?
Yeah,
He
he's
should be.
asleep on the roof. Remember?
His mom
Right,
apparently
right.
visited him. We'll find out what he's doing.
All right. Screw it. I'm gonna use my breath.
Okay, you're gonna breathe on him. What kind of breath do you have again?
Electric.
Smelly.
Mmm, delicious.
Lightning.
Bacon flavored.
Okay, yeah, I do a const save on that. Do it.
Do I have to actually roll for it?
You have to roll deeps for that, dude. Am I remembering that wrong? I just had a page open to describe to me how Dragonborn breath worked.
2d6
roll the deeps for
is.
it. I had to roll 2d6. I don't know what you have to roll.
Oh, well, for damage is the only thing that I have. Let's see.
I mean, I know you have to roll for damage. I don't know what your numbers are. Do you have to roll a 2d6?
Yeah, for damage, yes. That's what it is, 2d6.
I don't know if you have any bonuses or whatnot. That's why I'm saying, you know, I knew what I wanted for the... Do it!
I don't think so. I'm that it's just, whatever it hits it for.
Yeah, it's just 2d6.
Son of a bitch!
Well.
Alright.
Okay, you hit it for 3 deeps.
Lightning, does it have any weakness to lightning?
Now let me roll my con save, actually.
I think it's a deck save for lightning.
Not for this moose.
Okay.
Oops, I misrolled. Hit roll's higher, I'm taking that roll. I'm silent because I won the roll twice, even though I rolled again to try and make it lose the roll. Okay.
Don't do that.
You hit the moose. The lightning sparkles into its horns and charges it with yet a new set of powers. Its eyes crackle with electricity, and a sparking electrical ooze now issues from its throbbing mouth. The process of absorbing caused... Jesus, that slided the wrong way. It caused... Oh, look at that. 2 damage to it. You still heard it, Dad Frank,
okay.
while giving it a new set of powers.
Alright, well, I'm good. I'm good with lightning.
I am less good with lightning.
Alright, Mike Rob, you're up.
I am not okay with the fact that this moose is lightning now, so I'm going to punch it with my sword. That's a 10.
A 10 plus what?
Total.
What?
You heard me.
It's
I
10
didn't
when the
hit.
math is done. Oh, sorry. 10 when the math is done. I'm sorry.
I did.
So confused.
I
Okay,
didn't
so you roll
hit.
a 10. You hit it. Okay. I'm sorry. I looked at it from a distance. It looked like in my head that it said 10. Okay. My brain drew a 10 on the die, and I thought you were making a mistake. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna use my action surge. Hit him again.
Do it.
Screw you, moose. I don't like you. You're not a very good woodland creature. That's a 11. I am not a very good fighter.
Alright.
I pull out a burst of superhuman speed and strength and swing wildly through the air and glance off of it again.
Oh boy.
I am frustrated and tired, and I don't like any of this, and I don't understand what's happening.
Okay. The snaps at you with its great moose-like jaws. Let me make sure the hit dice are okay. It's a bit of a different, but it's a D8, yeah. Snaps at you. Ah, got you to bite. Dealing 11 damage.
It didn't make an attack roll?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It does have to make an attack roll. I'll be knackered. I'm so sorry.
Screw you, Moose.
It hits you.
I'm gonna use my reaction to parry that because I'm running low on health.
Okay.
Wait. I resist some of that damage. I'll tell you how much in a bit. Okay, you said it dealt 11 damage?
Yes.
I catch most of it on my shield and take 2.
Alright, dope. So, Val.
Alright, am I up again?
Valiant, the Kilmer.
Is it being like really stationary right now, or is it?
It's pretty much stationary. It's on Mike Rob. It's trying not to get killed because you guys are successfully barraging it.
I've missed the last like 4 attacks I've made against the thing.
I would cast Cloud of Daggers, but I'd probably catch Mike.
You probably would not. It's only a 5-foot radius, and you to control exactly where it goes.
Yeah, but then you can't slash it with your sword, could you?
Sure, I can. Yeah.
Okay.
As long as I don't move into it, I should be fine.
All right, fine. I'm gonna surround the moose with Cloud of Daggers.
You don't roll for that now, but it takes damage on its turn.
Yeah, it's 44. Yeah, it just does it.
Okay, I'll roll it. Oh no, actually I won't roll the save. It doesn't get a save. Fuck it. Said it was 44.
Yeah, there is no save. It takes damage on the beginning. It takes damage on its turn either when it begins the turn in the Cloud of Daggers or moves into the Cloud of Daggers for the first time on the turn.
What did you say? What did you say the number was, Dad Frank?
44.
Yeah, it's not gonna move by the time its turn starts.
Okay, it's gonna take 9.
Ooh, nice. Okay, it means you're up, Mike.
I hit it with my sword. I attempt to hit it with my sword. I'm growing increasingly frustrated with this moose's armor. That's a 19 to hit.
Oh, you got it! Congratulations!
That did not roll. That just dropped. Screw you, tabletop. And max damage is 15.
15. Okay.
I spit in the moose's eye as I slash its head open.
Alright. As you slash its eye, its face sort of twists, contorts, and sort of forms a new eldritch set of eyes along the gash where you just cut it. So it's got like 3 spooky eyes now. It's pretty great.
I spit in one of them.
Okay. Well, you want to give it special spit powers, Mike Rob? Is that what
Sure.
you're trying to do? Okay.
Sure.
No, it doesn't do it. It just pisses him off.
I'm just trying to show my contempt.
Alright, the moose starts its turn, unpleasantly slashed up by some daggers. It sort of like disengages and moves out of the daggers. Toward the town.
Is it using the disengage ability so that I can't
Yes.
attack of opportunity it? Darn.
Oh no, shit! You can attack of opportunity, Mike Rob. Why not?
Woo!
But
I
you'd have
punch
to
it with
move
my
through the
sword.
crowd of daggers.
I don't do that. Why?
That's a
Actually,
9.
Actually, you didn't have to do it before. I'll let you get away with it. What's your attack roll?
16.
Okay. You don't hit it anyway.
Yeah.
Alright. Moves out of the crowd of daggers. And sort of towards the walled town, sort of freaking out. That's what it's doing. It's rushing the wall of the town. Just rushing out of the crowd of daggers. It's not going to stop until it hits the wall of town. Dad Frank, what do you do? There's a straight line between you and it, but there's still about 30 feet. So I think you could technically reach it in a turn. If my numbers are remembered correctly. Or you could cast a spell on it like a fucking sorcerer who isn't stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna firebolt it.
Firebolto.
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 That's a 7 plus 6. Right? Is that 13?
Yeah, you don't hit it with that.
Alright, fuck you then.
A spark from its antlers strikes your firebolt when it's about to collide, causing it to go poof. Mike Rob, you're up.
With a move speed of 35, can I go around the daggers and reach the moose?
Yeah, you can like shimmy between the daggers and the fire. That's still going. It's small, but it's going. Shimmy between the daggers and have at the moose. Yes.
I have at the moose. Have at you, moose. That's 12. And when I said 12, I meant 10.
You don't hit it. So
Yeah.
Okay. It collides with the wall, bursting through it. The robes dude is kind of moving to try and stop it, but he has to go like around a bunch of shit. And unlike you, he doesn't really want to try out the narrow space between the daggers that are floating around in the fire. So he's sort of like back here trying to get like a good view of the fucking moose so he can give it another McZap. The moose is broken through the wall. And some guards rush to meet it. Some guards and some hunters rush to meet it. A couple of them fire their arrows at it. What's the typical D attack for the arrows? We usually roll for the arrows.
D6 or D8, depending on what kind of bow they're using.
It's a longbow. Do I use a D6 or a D8?
D8.
8.
I figured.
Because mine's a light crossbow and I use a D8.
Okay. 2's enough.
I thought the heavies were D10s or something.
They hit him for another 18 damage with the bows, but the spearmen are still holding back, afraid to touch this sparking beast. Let me reread those dice. Okay. So, like Rob attacked, he broke through the wall. Dad Frank, you're up. You cannot see the monster.
Okay.
But you can move into a space where you can see the monster.
Yeah, let me reposition myself. I was gonna say, I mean we're killing this moose thing, but what about the guy who summoned the moose thing?
My plan is to ignore him for now, and then.
I mean, if we take him out, will the moose disappear?
He appears to be
Probably
trying
no.
to also take care of this moose thing. He moved into a position to visibly see and do stuff with the moose when it broke through the wall.
All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on the drunk guy.
Okay. Eyes off the moose. I understand. Mike Rob, what are you doing?
I said keep
I
an
am continuing to flail ineffectually at the moose with my sword. I'm debating replacing my sword once this is over. There we go. That's a natural 20.
Okay, you got a crit?
Yes.
You got a crit. All right, do the thing you do for a crit. I forget what you do exactly. I always because people
Double
keep saying
damage.
the fucking thing. All right.
Sorry, I'm gonna check real fast if maneuver damage applies to crit or not. Sorry.
Ones.
Okay, yeah. I'm using a. Actually, there's villagers attacking him. I'm gonna mix things up and use a distracting strike this time, trying to knock his hind legs out from under him. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. That's
I said, don't get
3 plus 5 plus 7 is 8 is 15 damage, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah, 15 damage.
Alright. You deliver a mighty blow, creating a great spout of blood. Roll a dodge. To not get sprayed by lightning-infused blood.
A dexterity save?
Yes.
Nine. 7.
Alright. You get hit by the blood. The blood hits you for... Let me... Oh wait, I'm rolling the wrong one there. Here, I'll be fair. I'll only roll one of the d6s. It's just blood after all. It's not his actual death vial. He hits you for 2 damage. Oh, plus, what was the number I added to that? Stupid! No, that's the wrong page. Oh no, that's just the damage he does. He hits you for 2.
Okay. Also, the next attack made against him before the start of my next turn has advantage.
Yeah. So it's his turn to attack. You have caught his attention, and he decides he is going to, at you and Dad Frank, because you're next to each other, breathe, or by each other rather. He's like out here on the other side of the wall, and you're kind of between him and the wall, and like there's a wall, and there's a big hole in it, and then there's him, and then there's you, and then there's a wall with a big hole in it, and there's Dad Frank. Now I made clear everything. Okay, he breathes his mighty breaths, his breath of death. One of these is for you, and one of these is for Val Kilmer, Mike, Alaro, or whatever the name is. Okay, he doesn't hit you guys.
Yay. Again, I'd say I'll show you a breath, but I already used mine.
It was not very effective.
No, apparently not. One of my most powerful attacks, and it did 3
I just
damage.
remembered you guys were supposed to roll that save, but oh well, I did anyway. I did, because I've taken power from your lives.
It's really not
You
one
guys
of your
keep-
most powerful attacks.
Yeah, and you guys also, like...
I mean, there's
consistently
no
keep
real
rolls,
defense.
So you'd have probably died, so... Alright, so
X save.
he failed. Val, you're up. Mike Robb is kind of between you and him. Behind you
Okay.
is a cloud of fucking daggers and some fire. And the dude is trying to see past your fat ass and see the fucking dire moose.
I'm somewhat tempted just to blind it with light.
Can you do that?
I can color spray it.
That's a spray. That'll catch me. Unless you move forward past me, which you probably could.
Nah, I think I'm just gonna go with Scorching Ray again. 'Cause
Your first ray gets advantage as well.
Okay. And again, I can control him, so I'm not gonna hit you.
Yep.
Alright.
You have 3 rays, right?
Yes. Oh, that was gonna be a 20.
You can re-roll one of them.
Alright, I'm re-rolling the 5. That was gonna be a 20. That was upsetting. What? Fucking 2. Alright.
Okay, you hit him with 1.
Well, no, I hit him with at least 2, because that's a 16, and then that's like a, what is that? 7.
His AC is 16.
Yeah, his armor class is actually 17.
Oh.
I was generous that one time I let somebody hit it with, like... because generosity is what being a DM is all about.
Exactly.
Okay, so you hit it with the 1. You better roll it good, man.
Oh dear God, where did the double tens? Do I get to roll it again, Monopoly style?
No.
No.
Fucking fantastic roll. Why do you want to roll it again?
No, for another. that was never a bad joke.
Okay. What's your bonus on that?
I don't
You
know.
don't get a bonus. I'm sorry.
There isn't one.
I'm sorry. In my head there was
Yeah.
a bonus. You hit it for 10 damage, infusing it with flame. The painful flame infusing process deals an additional. What is that?
Thought you were rolling d8s for that.
An additional 4.
Okay.
It shudders and gasps, and charges up a great, flaming, billowy breath. Alright, it's gonna breathe fire again. You guys have to roll the saves this time like you're supposed to. Instead of me. I'll just roll the attack.
What save?
Either Constitution or a Dexterity dodge.
Alright. 9 plus. What is my. Constitution, probably? Because that'll make it 12.
I got a 26.
Yeah, you're okay. You're both okay. Fuck it. You dodge. Dad Frank, you are wreathed in flames. You're now here, on like that side of the moose. And Dad Frank, you're like, oh, fire everywhere! Ooh! The daggers are on fire. The guy in the robes that got nearly caught on fire.
I'm okay with that.
And
I flew from the bird.
you can't see clearly in front of you, Dad Frank. Your line of vision is ruined by the fact that there's fire in your face.
Alright, cool.
So you're up. But you also can't do shit.
Okay. Can I roll on the ground and roll myself out?
You would literally be covering yourself in more of the burning stuff.
The ground is on fire.
Well, if there's
Why would
nothing
you
to
do
put,
that?
there's nothing to put the fire out, so and I can't see.
Tackle the guy in robes. Light him on fire.
He's between me and the dagger, so I'm not
You'd have to run through
yeah,
the
just
cloud
do
of
that.
not
her on fire.
not gonna do that.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I'm trying to think if I.
That's not your strong.
I'm gonna use enhance ability then. Bear stance. Bear's endurance.
Okay.
What does that do?
Gives me an additional 2d6 hit points temporarily.
Alright, you do that. Mike Rob, you're up.
I punch it with my sword.
Finally, the fucking smart.
Alright, and I get an additional 9.
Nobody cares, Dad Frank. Just shut up.
I need.
That's 24 to hit.
You hit it.
And 15 damage.
Okay, it's more than dead.
When I do damage, I max. I just don't do damage very often.
What was that weird commercial? Oh yeah, when I drink beer, or I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I drink Dos Equis. You are the most interesting Not
I'm an
dwarf.
elf.
Elf in the world.
I am the opposite of a dwarf.
The
Kind.
creature falls dead, smoldering, sputtering, and dying out, leaving only glowing runes and its corpse. The village quickly goes about sort of trying to put out the fire that's in the area around the town.
Somebody throw some water on me, please.
The sorcerer mutters something under his breath. You can't see it. The cloud of daggers and the wall of magical barrier disappears, and the flames sort of die down a little bit, though not entirely disappearing. Dad Frank, they're still sort of at your feet, and it's still sort of a hot sensation on your skin. There's a little bit of flame still like on your arms and shit. But things are clearing up. Like, you can now get a clear of just what's going on. Mike, you're still out of range. Dave, what you can hear, what Val Kilmer can hear, is clapping from this asshole.
Okay, cool.
Let me see if... Hold on, I'm going to check my texts again. Trump's just being a cunt. I don't know what's up with him. What are you playing? I've forgotten. I like how this guy's name is still like Ruro.
It's Aru. Aru.
I'm calling him the drunk jackass.
Alright, the remainder of the fire that's like within the actual town is put out, and the flames die away, leaving only smoldering earth and smell of disgusting scorched lizard man. Mike, I'm assuming you just sort of step back out of the town to where Valkyrie is stupidly standing.
I check first to make sure there's no one who's hurt in the town.
They all seem okay.
What's the mood? Are they scared? Are they mad?
They seem a little but you have a feeling
right.
stranger things have happened in this town.
I gesture, kind of make a waving gesture at them, and I'm trying to take charge of the crowd. Follow me, we're putting a stop to this idiot. And walk outside, confident that at least some of them will follow me.
They ignore your ass. They got shit to fix. They seem more concerned with trying to shore up the wall and cleaning up the mess on the street. The captain of the town guard, the leader of the town guard, is kind of already doing shit. Some people have brought up a cart and are sort of trying to put the moose carcass on it to get it out of the town. They seem unconcerned with the people outside. The robed gentleman approaches you with sort of a little phalanx of orcs at his back. He's half-orcs. Now they're just behind him, being orcs.
How many half-orcs are there?
There are 6 of them.
Okay.
I count 2.
There's 6 more. Well, 4 more.
Let's see if I can't dig a few more out.
Very good, very good.
Okay, first of all, go fuck yourself.
He laughs when you say this. But a few champions have shown the capabilities of those such as yourselves. Shut up.
I throw a knife at his face.
Like the jet?
Yeah. That's... wait. 21?
21 to hit. Yeah, you hit his ass.
Okay, and... for... Alright, 9 damage.
Ow.
I don't throw knives very often.
Okay. Sorry, I'm writing down how much damage you did. Your knife sticks in his cheek, and the orcs sort of form a phalanx and pull him back. They sort of like pull him back defensively. He cries out in pain, and they just pull him away. Back to the cart. He's kind of like distracted by the fact that he has a knife in his face. He has no words for you.
I say, how about don't be a dick and summon a fucking moose? That breathes fire and shoots lightning.
I'm more concerned about the dire part than the moose part, but you could have killed people.
He hears you say this as they're pulling him away, and the knife's sort of out of him, and you hear sort of a wet and bloodied laugh when you say that. They pull him back toward by the cart, and they sort of like start treating him and whatever. The town has reopened the gate. There are a couple of wary guards sort of standing back and watching. A couple of people are already about cleaning up the rubble and sort of putting in sort of a temporary barricade where the wall is broken.
I turned my back on the jackasses and helped them repair the walls in the town.
Okay. They appreciate your assistance in removing the rubble. They assure you that sometime later this evening, there'll be some later today. There'll be some people by with some brick and mortar to fix up the huge hole in the wall. Aside from that, they say you should probably go back to the inn and rest up or whatever the fuck you do.
Yeah, I'm not leaving until I know these guys are safe.
Alright. Okay. You're sort of helping out, helping remove some rubble. You're inside the town when the gentleman with a robe and a couple of his orcs enter through the gate. They were let through.
Wait, they're letting him in?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. The guards at the gate let him through.
I asked them why, in an exasperated tone of voice. The man just attacked the town, destroyed the wall, and you're just letting him in?
The captain of the guard, who's sort of like sitting by the gate, explains that he has footed the bill to pay for the damages. No one got hurt, and stranger things have happened in this town. Yeah. The dude approaches you. He's a little less happy now, a little more wry, and excuse me. Just want to repaint something. That wall back. Okay, that's not the wall that was broken. All right, no, the wall's terrible. Also, okay, so he approaches you. As I was saying before you threw a knife into my face.
I have more. There's nothing saying I won't do it again.
He tisks when you say that. You didn't bring like 5 billion orcs in. It's like, this is hilarious. They're doing a little dance.
Yes.
Okay. It's funny. Okay. Only a few champions have passed my test, and never have I let any fall to death, to death's cold embrace. I always pay for damages done by my challenges, should they occur, but I can't remember the last time people ran outside of the circle and then got my pet beast so angry that it rushed through.
I'm fairly certain you're the one who made it so angry that it rushed through.
He giggles when you say that.
Again, I had a feeling that you wanted people to die inside the circle, and that's why nobody ever left.
None have ever died to my challenges. I'm quite gifted as a healer and a sorcerer.
Got any spells to share?
Sorcerers don't serve spells.
Well, master apprentice type.
He tells you that depends. I am seeking great champions for an endeavor into the haunted forest.
Not interested. I turn back.
In the mountains beyond is hidden a great and unimaginable treasure. Many have sought it and misnamed it, but I have seen it.
Why are you still talking? Not
its
interested.
powers.
Shh, he said treasure.
No ordinary treasure either, my fine friend. The power to change the world as we know it. The power to grant wishes. To restore that which was lost.
Oh, this is a genie, isn't it?
Greatest treasure of all.
It's probably a genie. Yeah, I'm less interested with every word you say. I turn back and stride into the town, ignoring everything after that.
Wars can be undone. Old wounds can be healed. Time lost can be earned back. It is no genie. Genies are mere simpletons compared to the great and powerful gift hidden within the great mountain. Truth and wisdom for those who seek it. Enlightenment. Great riches, if that be what you seek. But many perils lie between here and there.
Does this have anything to do with a god that I may or may not have killed?
I sensed a great darkness being lifted from the world. A wicked force that contended with me for this prize, and was not far off. I was worried that this creature might fall upon the treasure before I did. Apparently, he did not. And this is what you're speaking of, then. I suppose I owe you thanks.
I yell over, Val, stop entertaining the lunatic. We have breakfast to eat.
Alright, you give me the deets, and we'll talk it over. How about that?
Yes. I plan to embark on an expedition into the forest. I had nearly given up on finding more help, and was in fear that I would have to embark with merely my 6 compatriots. He gives you a sack of gold. Here, how about I pay for breakfast while you mull it over?
Alright. I do like breakfast.
Alright, he turns around and he walks away. So it's breakfast time. How long have we been at this shit?
2.5 hours.
Like,
call says 2 hours on mine.
yeah, it's been 2 hours, dudes. Nice. I need a break.
Alright.
We can get back into it if you want to, but I need a second. Clear my
Call
thoughts.
it here, and hopefully we'll have 3 people next week.
If that's what we want to do, I'm fine with that. After all, we are supposed to have 3 fucking people. Yeah, it's a shame when someone doesn't fucking show up, or when someone shows up and has to take a break to voice chat their girlfriend for the entire session and then comes back at the end. That fight would have gone a lot faster if Sean was there. More than 2 people. Okay. Anyway, I guess we're cutting here. Like if you like, subscribe for the vibe, comment in this moment, all that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed this session. Probably not. We're a bunch of amateurs. All my orcs are laying on the ground, flailing. It looks really bad. Like it looks
that's what orcs do when left to their own devices. They just sort of break dance.
They kind of are. I love how the physics are interacting.
Wriggling around.
Yeah, the physics are moving around the discs. It's hilarious. Oh my god.
It's an orcish tribal rite.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
It's probably the best thing I've seen all day. Yeah, peace out, everyone.
Wonderful! Yes!